Hi, I'm Pamela Koefoed. What thing can you do today that costs you nothing that will improve your chances of warding off colds and flus and even an epidemic and recovering fully and increasing your recovery time? Well, before I tell you what the science is saying and the medically backed findings in this amazing one action step that you can do, let me tell you my personal testimony. 2 weeks ago, I woke up with a flu bug. I had a fever, I had a ton of chest congestion and a terrible cough. I had a headache and all the symptoms that go along with a fever. The fever lasted 1 day. And so I approached it with a twofold fight. I gave it everything in my arsenal. I increased my nutritional intake, eating foods that would and that are proven to help the immune system in a battle. I increased my fluid intake. I started taking a couple supplements that are awesome for infection. I got a lot of rest. I studied or I read scripture when I was feeling better. I prayed when I was feeling better. I asked for prayer. My husband prayed for me and others prayed for me. I read, like I said, I read scripture, but I also slept a lot, like a lot. In fact, researchers are finding that, or have found that sleep, a lot of sleep, 7 to 9 hours of night of sleep, could be the cure for the common cold and a whole host of other ailments. And what they found in the laboratory and then what they demonstrated through volunteers whose blood was drawn at certain intervals is that the killer cells, which are our body's cells that seek out and destroy a viral infection and cancer cells, those killer cells are most active while we're sleeping. They found that when an individual misses sleep, when we don't get enough sleep, or when we have no sleep at all, that the activity of those killer cells is reduced by 70%. It's something we all can do. We can all get better sleep beginning tonight. We can approach sleep in a different way so that we have a new mindset about it. And so the way that I began looking at sleep is this way. I not only sleep because I'm tired, I sleep because it's that time when my body is going to recover and is going to do its work and destroy any viral or cancer cells that may be floating around in my blood. And so I encourage you to begin to think of sleep in a whole new way. It's not just for your rest. It's not only good for your soul, not only good for your mental clarity and for your ability to perform well, but it's also a massive cure or a massive action that you can take to improve your health. I want to close with this scripture, and I love this scripture, and it is so fitting for this message that I gave you today. You see, our bodies are very complex, and they are this way because they were created to do what they do. And in Psalms 139:14, the psalmist writes this to the Lord. He says, "Thank you for making me wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous." So here's to good health. You can do something to protect yourself from illness, and it's within your grasp. I hope that you will find that sweet slumber that you need for full recovery. I've been sleeping really good. I've been going after this, and I'll share some of the steps that you can take to improve sleep quality in the next video, and you can find that on my YouTube channel.